And welcome in to Off Air with Amy. I'm Amy Wood, and I'm so glad you're with us this week. We've got a lot to get to because with the holidays here, people are overspending a little bit. Have you done it? There are so many people, according to the national economic numbers, that do a little more than they probably should, and they wind up in a little bit of a situation when the holidays are over. So I'm pulling in a financial expert to talk through how to handle that and how to kind of have a good fresh start for the new year, managing any kind of debt you may have creeping on over, and then setting yourself up for success in 2026. Welcoming in Mark Henry. He is a financial expert who we are pulling in to help us prepare for the year ahead. 26 will be
Yeah.
here in a blink of an eye. Christmas is like already here. And as we close out the year, what kind of things should we be doing? Are there financial tasks that we need to take care of and pay attention to?
Yeah, it's actually a great time to do it, but our calendars are pretty jam-packed. But there are a few things we definitely want to look at before December 31st, so time is ticking quickly. One of those would be Roth conversions. Now, a lot of times when people think about the Roth, they're like, "Oh, Mark, I make too much money to put it in a Roth." Well, when it comes to a conversion, that's taking money out of your 401, your 403, that alphabet soup of retirement accounts, IRAs. There is no limit other than how much tax you want to pay. But those conversions need to be done by December 31st. So
Okay.
that's a big deal to help fund your Roth. Now, an actual contribution, which means you're just taking money you've saved and putting it in a Roth, yeah, those can be limited by how much money you make and things, but you actually have until tax filing to actually do those. So those can be done next year, no panic. But a conversion got to be done by December 31st.
Important to know. So let's talk about what we need to know if we have overdone it for Christmas. If we have
Yeah.
overspent and gone beyond our budget, we have maybe some credit card debt now hanging over our head. What do you suggest we do to kind of get things back on track for 26?
Well, it's certainly the New Year's coming, and a lot of people want to do that thing called New Year's resolutions and stuff.
Hmm.
I find the best time to start a new plan or to start a new habit or a healthy habit or a financially good habit was actually yesterday. The
Sure.
next time is today. So we don't have to wait till January 1st. However, it's almost here. So let's use that as the time. We don't want to end up next year like we are today. A lot of times people find themselves in a place they don't want to be, but I
Hmm.
would ask them, where was your plan to be someplace else? Oh gosh, I don't have that. Well, let's
Yeah.
get that. So if we find ourselves in debt and we have credit card debt, high interest credit card debt, and it needs to go away. Personally, I like the snowball method. The snowball method is we find extra money, all the streaming services that we use kind of sometimes that come automatically out of our account. Let's cut all that stuff out. Let's look at where the money's going. Let's cut things to get more cash available, maybe take on a part time job or something if we have to. Then let's take the smallest credit card balance we have and let's pay everything we can on it and pay the minimums on all the others. So that's really bad because they're growing a lot of interest, but we're going to tackle that small one. And then guess what happens? You get a win when it's paid off quickly. You take all that money you were paying on it and we go to the next smallest. Now, many financial experts might say, oh, no, no, a better way is to go to the highest interest one first. I don't disagree, but I like to get wins. And most people need that in this journey of getting out of debt. So when you do the snowball method, you start getting wins and it feels like you're actually going to accomplish something.
Yeah, and you get that win, which then motivates you to get another. It's
Right,
kind of addictive,
exactly.
isn't it? It
It is
can be
addictive.
addictive. Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
what about the top three things that we should do if we want to kind of reboot finances and really start 26 off right?
Okay. So number one, I would say is where's the money going? So
Mm,
I don't like budgeting. I mean, I hate to think that I've worked so hard in my life, just like you have, but now I got to live on a budget. Oh, that
yeah.
just sounds so. I don't like that. We need
Hmm.
a spending plan. So first, let's figure out where the money's going, and then in the Henry household, we have a spending plan. A
Okay.
spending plan sounds so empowering. It allows me to spend my money, but it's a plan. I don't go above my plan.
Hmm.
First, I have to know where it's going. Then I need a spending plan. We have to get rid of things like credit card debt, and we have to have an emergency fund. And I know this is going to sound counterculture, but listen, before you start the snowball method to get out of debt, make sure you've got an emergency fund. Yeah,
Interesting.
but Mark, I'm paying all these credit cards. They're growing, they're growing. I know. But here's what happens. If you don't already have an emergency fund, which is something like 3 to 6 months of living expenses in a
Mm.
savings account, if you don't have that, here's what happens. You do my snowball method, you start knocking out these credit cards, and then guess what happens? Life. And then
Yep.
you have no emergency fund. So the credit card you just paid off, for no fault of your own, it gets charged up again.
Oh,
Let's get an emergency fund first. Let's get the emergency fund. I know the interest is piling up, pay the minimums, get an emergency fund, and then let's attack that debt. So, what I would say to live financially free,
mm,
it's going to require you to live like nobody else. If you want to live like nobody else, you actually have to do it. So you
yeah.
put a plan together, and then I really like this idea of what's called loud budgeting. I don't like the word budget, so I'm gonna call it loud spending plan. Tell
Okay.
your friends and associates and family that I've chosen to make 2026 my best year ever. So if I tell you no to the night out, it's not because I don't want to go. It's because I'm getting out of debt in 26. So you're welcome to come over. We can have a staycation. We can have
Yeah.
a friend's night over. We can do some cool stuff. But if I tell you no to the concert, it's not because I don't want to go. Let them know what you're going to accomplish in 26. Get an accountability partner. Think
What
about
about,
that.
yeah, no, no, no. And having that openness, transparency, right,
Right.
with your friends
Yes.
will lead them to being more supportive too, and kind of going, "Hey, how's that going?" Which reminds you also to keep going, right?
Right. Yeah, you don't want to fail. I like telling people what I'm going to do. I tell my family and friends, and then I also tell those ones that are like kind of your friends, the haters.
Yeah. Mm,
Because when you tell them you're going to do something, now if you don't accomplish it by a certain date, like for
mhm.
instance, if I'm getting out of debt, I might say I will have my first two credit cards paid off by March 31st. And I would tell my friend group, well, guess what? March 31st comes, you either passed or failed. And I
Mm.
don't like to fail, and you don't either.
Nobody likes to fail. That is the
Right.
truth. All right. Well, when it comes to tax prep, right? We have taxes
Yeah.
that we have to pay in the spring. What do we want to do in terms of tax prep as we approach 26 and sort of plan for it and
Yeah.
adjust things so that we're ready?
Well, how did we do this year on taxes? And what I mean by that is this: did we have a child leave the home? Can we no
Mhm.
longer declare them as a dependent? Did we add a child for a young family? Have we adjusted our taxes? Here's the goal when it comes to taxes, I feel like. I want to owe less than $5,000. And if I get a refund, I want it to be less than 5,000 coming back. Here's
Mhm.
why. If I get back more than five, I let the government use my money all year for free. And if I owe more than five, I'm really upset because that's a big check and I don't want to write it. Some families might do that at 2,000, but we need to discuss what it is. So first off, what was our withholdings? When's the last time we looked at them? And I find December a great time to start making those tax adjustments. And on another subject, I want to make sure this gets in here. Make sure you're checking your beneficiary designations once a year. That is
Mm.
so important on life insurance policies, pensions, or other accounts. Just do a recap to make sure you're set up for 26.
When it comes to the new year and we're, assessing all of our investments and we're
Yeah.
thinking someday I'm going to retire, we
Mhm.
hope.
Yeah.
Um,
Hope.
what are we supposed to be really thinking about for the new year in terms of
Sure.
really making sure we're setting ourselves up for future success?
Absolutely. So if you're a younger person,
Hmm.
does your company currently offer a Roth 401k? That could
Okay.
be great advice for a young person saving for retirement. Instead of putting all the money in the 401, let's get some money going into the Roth 401 so you never have to pay taxes later. That would be great. Have we done, if we're older, we're preparing for retirement within 5 years, have we reallocated, have we rebalanced our 401k and made it more conservative, matching how close we are to the finish line? The finish line being we're going to start spending money, not saving money. So we
Right.
want to make sure we've made those adjustments. Keep in mind, December typically gives us the Santa Claus bump. That means
Oh,
after Santa Claus, we get a bump in the markets. That's really cool, but that's often followed by a slump in the new year. So while we see the markets continually going up, if you're young, that's great. And a downturn in the markets can actually be awesome for a 35-year-old because they
Sure.
continue to put money in the market and the market's down 20% or even 30, and they're buying really good stuff, hopefully, on sale. But let me tell you who it's not good for. You're 50, you're 55, you're thinking about retirement, and you get a 20% drop, you're
Yeah.
not going to be happy. And then you might make changes, which means you sold things while they were on sale. Completely opposite of buying things on
Yeah.
sale. You don't want to sell things when they're on sale. So let's do a tune-up on our 401k, our managed portfolio. Let's make sure we're heading into the new year the direction we want to go. After all, it's our money.
Oh, yes, it is. And in terms of your wisdom, I mean, you've had many years of experience. You run
Long
your own
time.
finances along with everybody else's. What would you say are some closing thoughts to help people be financially resilient in 2026
Yeah.
and beyond?
It's all of us go through this journey when it comes to finance.
Hmm.
And so when I think about my own journey, I've had to do the things that I advise people to do. Meaning, I remember when I had to take our credit cards and freeze them. You say, freeze them? What do you mean? Oh, yeah, I put them in a bag of water. I put them in a Ziploc bag and froze them. Why did I
Wow,
cut them up? Well, that actually closing the accounts can hurt your financial score.
it's true.
But I had got them paid off and I wanted them to stay paid off. So I put them in a Ziploc bag and put them in the freezer. Why? Because if we absolutely had an emergency, I could thaw it out. Don't use the microwave. Don't ask me how I know. But anyway, don't use the microwave.
Don't do that.
But right, you could thaw them out and then go make the emergency and handle an emergency. But guess what? If you just wanted a new piece of clothing or a new TV or something, you're not going to go home and thaw out the credit card to do that. So
No,
those are things I've personally had to do. My point in all this is this: becoming financially free is a journey, it's a destination, it's an ongoing experience. You can do this. You say, Mark, you don't realize where I'm at. I do realize where you're at, and you can do this like thousands of other have. You have to start, you have to complete, and you have to finish. And you can do this. Encouragement is there. Tell people, do loud budgeting, and don't think like your friends do. Remember, everybody looks happy on Facebook. They're not always that way.
that is true. There's so much going on in everyone's life, and a
That's
lot of
right.
us put on this smiling face and
That's
post our things that we are doing and
right.
getting and whatever. But yeah, there could be a lot of difference going on in the real world behind the scenes.
That's
So
right.
we appreciate it. Yeah, the art of comparison is really a waste of time. You really just
It
need to
is.
focus on your
It's my
own
life. It's
journey.
my
Yep,
life. My
yep.
life, my family, and I want to do it how I want to do it, and you can too.
Thank you so much, Mark Henry,
Thanks
for
for having
joining
me on.
us. Yeah.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to talk about the Spartanburg Christmas Parade. Did you go? Did you watch it on TV? Well, we have got highlights from that experience. I had so much fun meeting so many of you at the parade, and I also had a chance to talk to you know who when we come back. The Spartanburg Christmas Parade has been around since the 80s. This was the 40th year of the parade. You know, it's had some changes where it used to be after Thanksgiving and that next day, that Friday morning, and then they switched it to a nighttime parade, and we've been kind of working on that ever since, and it's grown each year, and the floats get better each year, and it's just really impressive to see what's been going on. But WSPA is always proud to be a sponsor of the parade and to be involved with the JCs and the good work they're doing in the community. So let's find out more about the Spartanburg Christmas Parade, what it does for our community, and how much fun we all had hanging out there.
Hi, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas!
showing up. Even buses like this big, beautiful, colorful bus, the Brick House tumbling bus. And on that bus will be my new best friend. This is Skylar. Skylar, why don't you tell everybody hello?
Hi, I did brick house cheer and I did my competition yesterday.
How'd it go?
Good.
And so you guys are going to be celebrating on that bus as you say Merry Christmas to everybody, right?
Yeah. I'm going to say Merry Christmas, everybody.
You got to say it loud, right?
Yes, I'm going to say Happy Christmas, everybody. I hope you have a great Christmas and don't let nobody ruin it.
That's right. No one can ruin your Christmas. And let's talk about, the big guys in this parade. Have you heard of Santa Claus?
Yes, I have a Santa Claus dress. Me and my sister.
Let me tell you something. He's going to be right behind you in the parade. So you're going to get a chance probably to scream what you want for Christmas at Santa Claus. What would you tell him?
I want big kid stuff.
Big kid stuff? Because how old are you?
7.
So you're a big kid. And how about tumbling? Do you love it? Do you love getting exercise and being with your friends?
Yes, I love it. Cartwheels.
Cartwheels. That's fun. All right, well, listen, you're going to get on that bus. That bus is going to go rolling down the streets of Spartanburg. Do you know what time the parade starts? 6:30, everybody. So tell everybody, come down to the parade and have fun.
Come down the parade, have fun, y'all.
And also, would you do me a favor? Would you ask them to watch 7 News?
Do you watch 7 News?
Thank you. Skylar, you're the best. Hope you have a Merry, Merry Christmas.
Okay.
And I'll see you soon on TV. All right. So we're going to go to Grant Roberts because Grant, look at Skylar here. She's got her earmuffs. I mean, we are dressing correctly for this weather, aren't we?
I mean, she did it perfectly. Yeah, she is the role model.
It is ladies' night at the parade. Let me tell you, I found the Zetas. Hello, Zetas. This is a fun group of ladies. The guys have to do the microwave thing tonight because these girls are in the parade, folks. Talk about why you guys picked Zeta. You love the cause, and you guys help so many charities, right?
Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated serves our community through elder care, March of Dimes, World Elders, World AIDS Day, our youth, all of our auxiliaries. So we are here for the community.
And you're helping the elderly too, right?
We help the elderly. We help them with scam alerts. We collect items for them. We make sure they have everything they need.
Well, we appreciate y'all and the work you do in the community. And wave big tonight and tell everybody Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
All right, so they are one of 100 groups in this parade tonight. You're seeing so many people arriving now. It's just like car after car, van, truck, float, you name it. We've got so many folks participating. 100 units in this Spartanburg parade. The last one, the most important of all, Santa Claus. Of course, that parade begins at 6:30 right down Main Street in Spartanburg and on through Church Street up to the Memorial Auditorium. So here comes the fire department again. Last year this happened where we always get to give the EMS folks a shout out, but they're arriving here. Which department is this? This is Packlet. Hey guys, Merry Christmas! Have fun! He said thanks, but he didn't have a lot to say. A man of few words. The Minions in town. We've got the Minion on the Tree Dimensions truck. This is a group from Spartanburg. Oh, he's singing. Okay, enough of that. We're coming down here to their truck, which is filled with very creative displays of what we all experienced with Helene. Do we remember all the chainsaws in action? You guys, thanks for being in the parade. Tell me about this creative display.
We love it. We thought it was really cool, so we put it together. It was kind of last minute, so we're hoping everything goes great.
And you guys have another part of this, the Grinch, and some kind of a chip.
Yeah, it's like a big grinder, and we've got a Christmas tree going through it, and we've got the Grinch sitting on top, so it's going to be really cool. We're excited.
So that's part 2 of this creativity. All right, so there's so many more floats to come. There's 100 floats in this parade. It is the longest parade, 1.5 mile route in Spartanburg, and it is going to happen tonight at 6:30 right along Main Street and Church Street. So make sure you get your spot, get out there, and we will be waving to you. We're going to be at the very end of the parade. Santa's float is way down there, and we'll be very close to Santa, so watch for us in the parade. I just found out right before we went live that this year's parade lineup was conducted and mastered by AI, and I'm going to explain how that works and how the AI really made a difference this year. It's an all-new Spartanburg Christmas parade, the longest nighttime Christmas parade in the upstate. A beautiful parade on the way tonight. You guys know I'm into technology, and I just was talking to one of the organizers with the JCs, Martin Crawley, and his wife Eileen, and he is involved in a tech club, a tech company, I should say, and as part of the JC's club, he applied AI to the parade route. Tell me about this.
Yeah. So with so many entries that we have, it's kind of difficult to get an order together. You know, we have big fire trucks, we have the floats coming in, we have people walking, we have marching bands, and we don't want things like one float's music going over a band. So I put all these constraints into Google Gemini, an AI model, and had it spit out a parade lineup for us.
Well, we appreciate you putting us near Santa, AI, because we love to be near Santa. We love that you're a USC fan. I have one of those.
Yes.
I have 2 Gamecocks in my family, and your wife, Eileen, is dressed to the T's with the Santa and the Christmas trees. I love it.
Festive this
You're
year.
into the Christmas spirit.
I am. I really am.
It's going to be so fun. You guys have a great parade.
Oh, thank you so much. We're excited about it.
But let me tell you, the sun is setting, which means the temperatures are going to get a little colder. But it feels pretty good out here right now. Everyone's decked out, including the puppy dogs. Look at these guys from Inman. They're all decked out. And then we also have not only the puppy dogs, not only the people, but the cars. Like, look at this. This is from Inman. This is Top Tier Customs, and they work in conjunction with JC Premier Detail. And guys, let's talk about what you're doing here. Like, I mean, is this my kind of car with the pink hubcaps and stuff? Hot pink?
Absolutely. This is right up your alley.
So talk a little bit about what you guys do and why you get in the parade.
Absolutely. So we definitely come out of the parade just to be a part of the community, be out here and see everybody, like all the kids, go crazy over the lights and stuff. But basically what we specialize in, we do anything aftermarket upgrades, accessories. We do anything, all the powder coat and paint match, lift kits, anything you can think of like that you can do to a vehicle.
But the hot pink's not yours.
Not mine, his, but a lot of people like it. So
I know, I love it. All right, what about this one? This one has the under lighting. This is really cool.
absolutely. So we done a lot of lighting on this one. This is kind of our company vehicle.
We have a 7 News exclusive because the man has arrived. Santa, how
Yeah.
are you this year?
Oh, I am so excited. I'm so excited to be in downtown Spartanburg.
And tell me about all these children. They've been seeing you, spotting you.
Oh, there's so many good boys and girls this year. Santa's been very busy.
And we're going to be live streaming this at home, so kids will be able, if they're at home and can't come to the parade, they can watch and
Yeah.
scream what they want for
Yes,
Christmas, right?
They sure can. Sure can.
And Mrs. Claus, did he need a lot of cookies this year?
He did eat a lot of cookies this year, but he did save some room for the big night, so he
Yeah.
could have a lot more.
That's so exciting. Santa Claus, are you ready for your big night? You're going to take a big nap?
Oh, I'm going to take a long nap on December 23rd and then work out the 24th, so I'll be ready for cookies.
And Santa, sometimes there are people at this time of the year who are at home and sad, and they're having a hard time. There are tough things going on. What do you want to tell them?
Keep busy. Bake cookies, bake anything that you want to eat. Let's enjoy this time of year.
And come out to the parade, because there's still
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah.
The parade starts at 6:30. You're at
6:30.
the very end, Santa.
I'm at the very end, but y'all come find me. I'll say hello. We'll take pictures. We'll have a good time.
We are so excited that you are in this parade. It's the best part of the parade. They save you for last.
I
Always
just want to
last,
say
but
that.
that's the best.
And the children that are coming by, what does it mean when they react to you the way they do?
Oh, it just fills my heart with joy. Every year, this time of year, it just makes us so happy inside.
And so you'll be way up there on the sleigh in the parade.
Yes, way up there. So we're going to see everyone, and we'll wave to everyone. And afterwards, if they see us, come by and say hello.
And how's the weather in the North Pole?
Very, very cold.
Yeah.
Cloudy and cold. Snowy.
And we don't have the Christmas forecast yet, but you have Rudolph, right?
I do have Rudolph. He's ready.
He's always ready.
Yes, he is.
As are you, sir.
Always ready.
Thank you, Santa. So
Thank
good
you,
to see
Amy.
you.
Thank
Merry
you for
Christmas.
being a good girl.
I try. So much fun at the Spartanburg Christmas Parade. Can't wait to do it again next year. Meantime, we're going to be bringing you the news on Channel 7, so make sure you're watching 7 News on TV, on the app, on YouTube. I mean, we are everywhere these days. So no excuse not to find us for your latest local developments. Thanks for watching Off Air with Amy. I'll see you very soon. There's something comforting about experience. It prepares you, makes you wiser, ready for anything. That's why 3 decades later, I still love to keep you informed. Your trust is everything.